I'm dead.
Welcome back to the Scatteroo podcast, everybody. Rudy, how are you today?
I'm doing well, man. I love that song.
You love that song? No, man.
Well,
I can't listen to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're trying to summon like El Chamuco or something like that, but...
Is that what your parents would say?
Oh, yeah, for sure. What are you talking about? That's what everybody would say. That's a satanic
Everybody?
stuff.
I feel like I had no idea until, like, my parents...
Did you live under a rock?
Like, I wonder how they got that information.
Because it sounds like somebody's just
how
playing
and why.
Backwards. It just...
I feel like...
But, like, you know, they just make shit up. Like, they thought... Like, I couldn't watch Pokemon for the longest time because they thought that was Monster Diablo. Like, they thought all that shit was satanic. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh? Pfft, yeah, right.
Nah, I could watch all of it.
I mean, later on I could.
I feel like my parents didn't really, I guess, know or, like, hear or listen to it. I don't know. Like, that song, my sister was the one that was, like, listening to it heavily. But I remember hearing the same thing.
Do you know what it actually is?
It's the hip-hop delight.
Rapper's Delight, yeah.
Fuck, yeah, Rapper's Delight, my bad.
Yeah.
I said a hip, hop, the hippie.
All right, we're going to get demonetized. Relax.
Why?
Whoa, excuse me.
They don't sound none the same.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't even sing the lyrics.
No, we're going to get demonetized.
Do they own the lyrics?
I don't know, man. I don't know how this works. We're new to this, dude.
Yeah, she wouldn't even know if the music that we played at the beginning is allowed.
I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
I don't know, but you're floundering right now. What do we got going on today?
Yeah, man. So welcome to episode 3. Thank you so much if you've listened to the first 2 episodes.
You're the real MVP.
Really. Thank you for kind of on this journey as we're going along learning. Okay, my goal for this episode, I'm working on my ums. I've listened to the first 2 and I a lot.
I'm working on stop fidgeting and touching the mic.
Yeah, you touch the mic a lot.
Touch the mic. You know, I like feeling...
Check
like,
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I just feel there's like a power to holding the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah? You feel control?
Yeah.
But so let's not get too distracted. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Welcome to episode 3. Today's topic is a little bit more light. You know, we talked last time about some kind of more serious conversations. And so we wanted to dive into something that's a little bit more back and forth. There's not like a big script here. We're not like asking questions. We're just kind of like talking about our experiences and stories and stuff. So, and that being old folk tales and superstitions in our Latino culture. Yeah, and brujeria. I have some.
Whoa. Hold up.
I feel like it's all in the same pocket, but that's kind of
I
what
didn't
we're
sign up for
discussing.
that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man.
You sent me this topic.
That. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't talking about brujeria, dude. I don't fuck with that.
Is like your family's mad? Like, how religious is your family? I feel like that's like the spectrum, right? Like, if you're like very religious, they're like, no.
Nah, I'm not gonna say we're super religious. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, we got like a little vela, la virgencita, all that type of stuff. But it's not like we're like devout churchgoers every Sunday.
Do your parents or at least your mother go?
Not very often.
No.
But we do go every once in a while, and like, you know, there's a
what
church.
Do they call like the Easter Christmas Catholics?
Huh?
The Easter and Christmas Catholics? The people that only go on Easter and Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. There's a word for that? I don't know.
Yeah, what are they called? A C&E? Is that what it is?
No.
Yeah, C&E Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you Catholic? Is that what you're...
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, same.
Yeah, no, we are. But yeah, they're not super like devout, like I said. I mean, there's a church that like is on our way home. Every time we pass it, we get a little sign of the cross.
Is that a thing where you have to like every time you pass the church? Yeah, I stopped doing that, but I remember that being a thing as well. No, but yeah, so that's the topic, right? Old folk tales, superstitions, and I'm gonna have some stories about that my folks.
Yeah, when I introduced this, I was just going more so for like things your parents would say when you were growing up. Yeah, you're like, that's not true type stuff. But yeah,
gotcha.
like you said, it does all kind of fall under the same umbrella and it all kind of bleeds together. But I was thinking more so like, no te vayas a acostar con el pelo mojado porque te enfermas.
So that's for sure. But that like makes sense, right? Like that's true.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I still believe it to this day. I don't know
body,
if I've been conditioned.
That's
or
like
what.
the fan thing too, right? Like sleeping on with a fan with like.
Oh, I do that. I didn't.
I sleep with like the fan on as well sometimes, but I definitely feel like it can impact. But like that has like science behind it. Like everything else, I feel like sometimes doesn't. That's when you get into like the superstition realm, right? Like the folk tales are kind of like. Is that what the old remedy? I don't know.
I don't know. Folky old folk tales. Folk tales. Let's go with folk tales.
Yeah, dragon tales.
Dragon tales.
Yo, that was my shit, bro.
I love dragon tales.
But make believe shit, right? Yeah. So I feel like that's when you get into like superstitions and things that are like not rooted in science. But no, for sure, some of the other ones are. That one, Caminando Descalzo. Oh
yeah, you cannot, right? Or like what? This one makes sense.
Like that one, I completely like. Even like with my nephews now, they're like when they like are out here doing it, like I can't stop myself from telling them, "No camines descalzo."
Bro, like for sure, like I to this day I won't do it, and also I think it's just gross.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you take your shoes off when you get into a house?
No.
We do now.
I mean, no. Yeah, I think that's the thing where, like, I think when I would go to, like, my Asian friends' homes, you know, like, everybody takes their shoes off.
Yeah.
And because that's not something I'm used to doing, I'm, like, uncomfortable. Also, I'm, like, just self-conscious. I don't know if, like, what do my feet smell
Just
like?
wear black socks.
I mean?
That's
like,
the...
Yeah, but I don't want, like, this
key.
stank going on. Like,
Your feet stink?
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, I don't know.
I have mad sweaty feet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if my feet just... Anyways, whatever. But, yeah, that's gross. Walking around with bare feet. But, yeah, or, you know, they used to say, like, you don't watch the TV. Like, don't sit too close to the TV. But that makes sense, right?
Yeah. What would happen there? Your eyes would get crossed, right? If you, like...
Oh, we go blind.
That's kind of... Oh, that's a big jump.
Can't see nothing, man.
That makes sense. Yeah, they were, like, back up. Yeah, because I used to sit mad close. But that's because the TVs were small back then.
All up in the
Dumbass.
thing.
But yeah, I guess what's one of the main ones besides those that you want to kind of jump off with? Do you have any good stories?
Man, you got the list, man. I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna have a list of like a bunch. So I actually asked a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that responded. I got about like 20 plus responses on everything. And I got a lot of those same ones right. Like the no camines descalzo. The ojo was.
I was gonna say that's probably the biggest one that people go to all the time, right? Is mal de ojo, and I think we can all speak to that one. Matter of fact, I got my little protection right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you probably can't
the red, right? The red dot.
We got a little red. It's probably too far. You can't see that.
Is there an eye on it?
Yeah, it's like a little. We're supposed to be like a little red eyeball or whatever. I've been told that the color red in general just kind of wards off bad vibes and evil or whatever.
Which someone said that like I feel like that kind of doesn't make sense. I feel like the red is evil.
I don't know, man.
Right, that's like the color of the devil.
Is it though?
I don't know. I've never met him.
Me neither. Anyway, let's hope that it stays that way.
No, facts.
But yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know if you want to go. You have any personal stories with ojo, or you want to, or maybe actually no. You know what? Start for those of you who don't know what it is.
What el ojo is?
Yeah.
So it's like it has such a. I feel once we started to look a little bit into it, like it's actually not just in like Latino culture. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's just like evil eye. Like this concept
the evil
of evil eye.
Yeah, exactly. The concept of the evil
beyond.
eye. And I think, but it is very, very prominent in Latino culture. So I don't have like a definition or anything, but you can describe it probably better than I can.
The way I understand it to be is just any time that, you know, you get kind of bad vibes from someone. It's usually like kind of jealous vibes from someone. They just kind of put this bad energy on you, and it just causes you, you know, just negative outcomes, like getting sick. So for instance, for me, like what I've been told is like from my parents that like when I was a kid, I would get sick a lot. Like when I was a small child, I would run like fevers a lot or just get really fussy and get sick, right? And so it was because supposedly somebody was giving me ojo, or somebody was giving me the evil eye. Somebody was just like, look at that baby, so cute. I was a cute baby.
Yeah, so that's like the main example, and like the giving a baby ojo. I feel like is the one that most people. And it says you're staring at babies, right? Because babies stare back. You know,
yeah, they got big old beady eyes.
But they be ready to throw hands the way they be looking at you.
Yeah, I don't like babies. Like, we don't gotta talk about babies.
But yeah, no, mal de ojo. Have you ever gotten like you would have to get cleansed, right? To rid the evil.
So I don't know anything about other cultures in this sense. Like I said, evil eye goes beyond just Latin culture. But at least for us, the way you would do that is you take an egg, right, and you kind of lo persinas. Yeah, like I think we called it. I don't know if it was sacudir or barrir. It was one of the two. Like dale una sacudida, una barrida. I don't know. I don't remember. But you just kind of put like. Say a little prayer over them, give them the sign of the cross with the egg and stuff, something like that. I don't remember. I was young when it happened to me, but I do remember they would do it all the time. And then you do that, and that's supposed to kind of just suck all the bad vibes out of the child or whatever, of the person.
Magic.
Yeah, like freaking like this magnet for ojo. And then for us, you would put it like in a cup of water. And
just the egg.
Like literally the egg, just the whole egg. I know some people crack it. Apparently.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say. There's a lot of differences in like the way that, like there's
like the folklore spreads throughout. Yeah. So what we would do is we just put it in a glass of water, and it would like kind of release, or it would just kind of foam up. I don't really remember, but like that shit that would come out of it. When it turned white. Yeah, it was like this white little cloudy wispy
And
crap.
If it was white, right, it was evil.
Yeah, that was all that was like, oh, see, he had it. Like that's what it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the webble.
The proof is in the webble.
You know, that's the evil eye. And so now the baby's all good. And supposedly, yo, I mean, I can't speak to this. I don't remember. But my mom was like, dude, 100% that worked. You would be like fixed like that.
Yeah, so I feel like, I don't know, like I've mentioned before, my parents are from a very small pueblo. And so when you get into like those like regions of like Mexico or like any part of Latin America, they like people that believe it really, really believe it. Like my mom is very like kind of, she doesn't want to talk about it because like I said, she's now very religious and she kind of feels like that's black magic, like that's kind of, you know, playing with the devil, and she doesn't really associate with it anymore, but she did before. And my dad definitely very much believes it.
That's like a saying, right? Like no se juegan con esas cosas.
Yeah,
like my parents say that all the time as
yeah,
well.
Con eso no se juega.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's like a line you don't even really
cross.
What's the word, like bring it up. You don't even talk about it.
Yeah, you don't want to cross that line.
Yeah.
That's because you're like toying with the devil at that point, is what they make it seem like. Dang it, man! Gotta stop my ums. I got it though.
You got this.
So, do you have any stories? Did you ever get cleansed?
Yeah, I just told you like all the time.
A lot.
Have you not been listening to me this whole time?
No, sorry.
Yeah, no.
I've been thinking of my own stories.
No, all the time. Most of them I don't remember because I was a baby pretty much.
Yeah.
But there are maybe like one or two where I was a bit older that I do remember. I think there was one where I remember being at one of my tia's house, and it was my grandma doing it. And yeah, I just remember the egg, and I kind of remember like, I don't know, do they boil the egg? I don't know. It smelled weird. I don't know if there was like
details,
something lit in there, like some incense. I don't know what the heck was going on, but
there's definitely candles involved. Yeah. There's definitely it feels very like
ritual.
Yeah, for sure. Like
what's going on here?
Like you're definitely messing with some like spirits. Or
but yeah,
whatever
I have definitely experienced it firsthand for sure. I don't know. What about you?
I got cleansed once.
You've been ignoring me to focus on your
bad.
stories apparently.
Sorry. Well, I don't have many. I got cleansed once.
Okay.
And I remember vividly. So like whenever I was asking my mom,
how old were you?
I don't maybe like
great vivid memory.
6 or 7. I remember the setting of laying down on the bed, right? I remember there being candles.
Okay.
I remember like the egg, and I remember like in my head thinking like, man, this egg feels so weird on my body. Like, why am I being touched with an egg? And I don't remember if they just dropped the egg in water or if it was cracked, but I remember going through that process. Do you remember why you were cleansed? No. Apparently, that's because I was a crybaby.
No.
She was like, porque estás bien llorón.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I was a baby, my mom's like, yeah, I'd fuss a lot. And, like, I'd have fevers. That's what she said.
Yeah, so that's like
I
the main one. I
can neither confirm nor deny those reports.
For sure. Because you were a child. But the baby, if there's a baby one, though, like, there's like other ways of getting rid of ojo, right? Like, you can pick up the baby.
Oh, this is news to me. Did
you know that?
Did people share this with you, or did you know this?
So that's not one that I knew. So with Fabi, our friend who has graciously allowed us to film in her home, she's Honduran, and she said that if you give, where'd it go? So if a pregnant woman looks at a newborn, you have to pick up, and it's a newborn, right? Not just like a baby, like a newborn baby. You have to pick up the baby and hold on to it to not give it ojo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So the pregnant woman gives the newborn, or potentially gives the newborn.
Yeah, not their baby. The newborn baby.
The newborn baby.
Ojo.
Like, dang, that's a good looking baby.
I guess so.
And then somebody else has to go and pick up that baby.
No, she has to go pick up the baby.
She has to go pick up the baby?
She goes pick up the baby. Which I've heard as well, right? Or like if you give someone ojo, like you go and like you do like a cross and then be like,
so she's not
like,
giving them ojo on purpose.
So that's what my dad, when I talked to my dad about it, he was saying ojo is like much more unintentional most of the time. Like, you don't purposely give someone ojo. I guess you can, like, do the things that give people ojo, like, on purpose. But most of the time, it's, like, people... The way he described it was people with very strong character or, like, moments where, like, you're just staring at somebody. Those are, like, when you give someone ojo, right? So it's unintentional. It's kind of not rooted in anything, like, bad most of the time. But you just go up to him and be like, hey, my bad. I was, like, staring at you. Like, let me, give me a little symbol cross on it.
I was watching you this entire time.
Yeah, bro. Weird.
Protect you from this ojo I'm about to give you.
I was stalking you.
That's interesting. I feel like, I mean, I get that, and yeah, that definitely makes sense, but like similar to you, my parents don't necessarily like to talk about this sort of stuff, so it's not something I know that much about. But I think the few times I have heard it described, it seemed a little bit more malicious, like it kind of was purposeful. But I think I could see it either way, like. But I think the way they would talk about it is like, no, you give someone ojo, you like.
I feel like that's when you can like be you can be intentional with it, but most of the time it's something that just kind of happens, and it's like a transfer of like this energy, and it'll throw people's juju off in some kind of way, and then babies just can't control it, right? Like they just, like I said, they stare. They have a staring problem. So that's probably why it happens with them more often than not. But yeah, man, I can go through some more, or we can start talking about like superstitions.
I mean, what else you got, man? You rock it. You got the script today. You got the docket.
I think we
what's on the docket?
We don't have a script. Like I said, we were just kind of going through all these that we've heard. The Camilo Descalzo one, right? Like I said, that's just science. That's like.
Did you say Camila Descalzo?
No, camina.
Oh, okay.
Si caminas descalzo.
I was like, is that Camila Cabello's like?
No, shut up. What else did you see? Oh, this is one that I got a lot actually from women. If you put your purse on the floor, you'll have bad luck.
Oh, I've heard that one as well. Well, who did? Go ahead.
So that one I saw from when actually I was like looking at like different like superstitions or all these things. That one said it was rooted in Brazil. Like that's kind of where it came from. But I got it from Mexicans. I got it from Dominicans. I got it from pretty much all across the spectrum. So.
Yeah, I heard it from. I asked a Colombian friend of mine, and he also said the same thing.
The same thing. If you put, yeah.
Now I've heard
makes sense.
I heard like it either runs away or like the devil takes it. I've heard both iterations of it. Or I saw like I can't remember which one he said, but then I also saw online that the other one where like I think he said it just runs away.
The money runs away.
Yeah, like it would just run away.
I just imagine like you fumbled in the bag.
Oh,
right?
You think that's where it comes from? Oh my god.
Hey, Cardi B put it in Quavo's head, right? Because she's a
Dominican, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, they fumbled a bag, bro.
They did.
It all comes back. It's a superstition.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got?
So that was one of the main ones that I got. What else did we have? Oh, this was what I thought was interesting. So when I asked this question, I asked of it like I was asking like my Latino friends on my Instagram, and most of them write similar backgrounds to us. Right? They were born here in the United States. Their parents lived or moved here or right something like that, first or second generations, and a lot of their superstitions I thought were very American things that like I heard like my American friends say.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yeah,
like things like sweeping your feet. Like have you heard that one? Like if someone sweeps your feet, it's bad luck.
I heard.
Or you won't get married. One of the two.
I mean I've heard
or
being
both.
swept off your feet. Like you mean like literally taking a broom to someone's foot?
Yeah, like when you're sweeping and then someone like walks in front of you and you accidentally like
no, I don't think I've heard that.
Sweep their feet. Yeah, so that's one that I heard of. Like when someone sweeps your feet, you'll end up single or a widow. That's what someone said. What else? The same thing, right? Like just kind of like that vibe of. Oh, another one. Walking under a ladder.
Oh,
that's bad luck.
Yeah, that definitely I've only heard from like
which I don't understand. Like why it matters.
Step on your crack, you break your mama's back. Did that make sense to you?
I thought it was break your daddy's back.
Oh, I thought it was your mama.
No, I think it's your daddy's back.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Back is getting cracked. I don't know whose it is, but that don't make no sense either. Like,
hopefully not my mom's.
That doesn't make sense either.
Not anymore.
What? What happened?
What? All right. Actually, someone made that joke, but that's why as I'm reading through these, I'm trying not to laugh because some people were like, definitely not on topic here. But yeah. So that one, the pinch of salt, right? If you spill salt on a table. You gotta throw it over your shoulder. Which shoulder is it? Do you know? I have no idea.
It's a specific one, but I don't know it.
Right, it's your right hand over your left shoulder, or your left hand over your right shoulder.
Yo no sé.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something. So
but yeah, those are definitely. I see what you mean now.
There were very things that I felt like I heard across the spectrum of all my friends growing up. Right, they were not just
and even like just in movies, TVs, whatever.
Exactly,
like,
they're very. So that's when I started to kind of make the observation that we are the melting pot, right? Like we are absorbing all these different things. And then when I was doing research on superstitions just in general, I saw these. I can't remember exactly where they were from, but like the British one, like the latter one was like I think something in like was British and like its background, or maybe that was the umbrella one. Like if you open your umbrella indoors, like that's bad luck. I don't understand the reasoning behind it, but that one like was rooted in like British culture. But those are all things that we've started to observe because I got a lot of those answers too. Which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting more like a little whole, like all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was interesting how we are kind of absorbing all that, you know?
Yeah, shit just kind of permeates. Like even like we just said earlier, the evil eye isn't just specific to Latin culture, right?
Yeah.
I know it's part of like Arabic culture as well, and so, like just a whole bunch of
did you have the Arabic friend I mentioned?
Yeah. So he said, you know, he called it the evil eye. Always, just same concept essentially, and then. What I kind of found interesting was, you know how I mentioned like the red eye, like I wear this red eye to protect or whatever from it. Mm-hmm. They have like a blue Theirs is blue.
Oh,
it's kind of like a similar thing. I don't think I've ever actually seen one, but it's just kind of the way you described it was just kind of a dot with like a blue.
The eye that's on like the emoji and like even the one on your bracelet has like a blue eye.
No, this is black. It's black. That's black. But yeah. So yeah, it's interesting how like just myth, folklore type stuff just kind of.
Our ojos are crib and there's the blood.
Dang. I didn't do the science. I see now. I see.
It out.
That's crazy.
It's critical thinking.
That's crazy.
All those years in school.
You're an idiot. I just don't know. You're an idiot.
But let's go through some more. So there's some interesting
you know what?
ones.
I got one. And New Year's, right? New Year's is a whole bunch of them, right?
You think so? I think these are traditions.
Well, it's the same sort of stuff.
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
for sure.
You wear
The
some
grapes?
color underwear.
You're
Yeah,
talking about the grapes?
The grapes.
What do? You eat 12?
Yeah, you eat 12 grapes, and for us, it's 12 wishes. I heard for like my Colombian friend, the one that asked, he shout out Colombia, by the way. That's what we call him. I actually.
Oh yeah, I saw your phone.
Yeah,
all the messages. Colombia.
But for them, it represents like each grape is a month, right? So it's just kind of, and if you eat them all within a minute, you get like good luck or something like that.
So I actually had never heard of this myself growing up. No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. Like I said, people are probably tired of me saying it, but we are from a very, very small town in the mountains. And I don't know, because when I found where that's rooted from, it's a Spanish tradition.
I did the same research.
It's a Spanish tradition, right? So, of course, Spanish people are white people who then came and colonized the Latin American countries. And so I don't know, and I've noticed this, that most of my paler Latino friends, my paler Mexican friends, are the ones that celebrate this a lot. Because in...
I mean...
You're towing the line there, buddy. I mean, me too, like, for sure. Like, okay. I'm not, like, like very dark skin or very dark complexion. But I don't know if that had something to do with it, right? Because it is, like, a Spanish tradition, and that's kind of maybe where it's more strongly rooted in areas of Mexico that are probably just whiter, right? The more colonized, I guess. So, like, big cities for sure are going to, like, have it. And once you start getting out into like the more rural areas,
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's I thought was an interesting observation. Again, I have no idea. It was just what I started to notice when I was reading as well. But that's a Spanish thing. Yeah, the 12 grapes. I've actually never done it. I've only...
We do it like every single year.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do it this year?
Yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah, and it's just
2020.
Like I said, for us, it's like 12 wishes. You wish on every time you eat a grape.
What'd you wish for?
I'm not telling you it's not going to come true.
Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
Is that any wish, or is that like...
I don't know, but I'm not... Yeah, I think you're supposed to tell people's wishes. See, that's another superstition.
Is that... I feel like, I don't know. I guess, yeah, if you don't tell people.
Right?
If you tell people, it won't come true.
Yeah, exactly.
If you drive underneath a train, you can make a wish. Did you know that? It has to be moving.
Nah, that's news to me. Yeah, I've never heard that one.
That's one. What's another one? What's another wish?
Like a penny in a fountain. Like throw a penny.
You throw a penny.
Yeah.
What's the one if you find the penny with the heads up?
Yeah, it's just like a penny. Just a lucky penny.
Oh, it's just a lucky penny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some more. And then one that's going to, I think, lead into some stories from my side. Because when I talked to my dad, he kind of really started to go in. Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, this is wild. Maybe it's not that wild, but I thought it was wild. So someone said, their nana would tell them that if you got a cold and then all of a sudden had goosebumps, it was that the devil touched you.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's scary.
That is scary.
But now I'm trying to think.
Goosebumps. That's just getting sick. That's weird. Okay.
But I guess like you can feel it right just right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Like a shiver.
She said it would freak me out.
I mean, yeah, that's fucked up. Don't be telling me that, Nana.
Dude,
like, what do you mean?
Damn it, Grandma.
I'd be having a panic attack. How old was this? Like, how old was your friend?
I mean, she said like when she was young.
Being an 8-year-old talking about no.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's terrifying. Speaking of devil ones, I think real quick while you're looking at the rest, this is one that my family said a lot. I don't know if this is like common across other Mexicans or other Latino cultures, but anytime like you drop food, you got the whole 5-second rule here. Mm-hmm. For us, I guess the way they get you to not eat it as a kid, we like pick it back up and eat it. They said like when you drop food, the devil would lick it. Like the devil would take a bite of it. Like
really?
It. Yeah, like the devil would touch it.
Actually, I think I've heard that.
Have you?
Like I'm trying to think. I would spend my summers in Mexico, and I'm trying to think. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, so that's something my family.
Yeah, I would definitely not eat it. Like as a kid, I believed in it. I'd be like, oh fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. That worked.
Yeah,
I'm not touching that.
It definitely works.
Not touching that torta. Give me another one.
How many of these lies are rooted in like lying to kids?
Probably a lot.
Right, like trying to just get, and then someone else said it, and then someone else said it, and then it became, man.
Oh, here's
Adults
I'm sorry.
suck.
And here's another one just popped into my mind. I just randomly remembered it. This one's like super random. And it has nothing to do with it. But like, if you see a dog like doing its business or whatever, and you watch it like going number 2, you'll get like a grano in your eye. You get a pimple on your eye.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that happened to me when I was younger. Like, I swear to you, I feel like there's just like this memory. I don't know if it's twisted or what, but
I'm gonna watch every dog shit from here on.
but I remember having like a little grano on like the top of my eye or whatever, and in the moment thinking, "Dang, I just watched that dog take a dump 2 days ago. Now I got this fucking grano on my eye
pimple."
Yeah,
dang.
Yeah. Or similar to that one, if you see him going, and I can't remember if it's like you either like cross your fingers like this, or you like link like this, but you'll make him like not be able to go. Like he'll just like freeze up.
You or the dog? The dog
like,
will freeze up.
The dog will freeze up. I swear to you. I swear. And then I asked another one. Like that's something that I thought was just like someone told me. But then I asked a buddy of mine for this, right? He's Mexican, and he told me the same ones. I was like, bro, you're right. Like he's the one that reminded me.
What?
I was like, oh snap. So we got weird dogs.
Why did we care about dog shitting?
I don't know. Like, and why? And that's another one I remember for sure doing as a kid. Like seeing this dog, and I'm like, fucking. You're not taking it up today, dog.
Stop. Why? Dang. Why are you trying to stop, bro? He's just trying to handle business.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. I was young and immature. That dog needed to go, and I said, nah.
All right. Well, let's get into some more here. Let me talk about some of the ones that your friend brought up. If you're having a barbecue, you have to place 2 knives crossed on the floor, spoons, or even eggs to avoid your spot being taken.
Taken? Or I thought it was something about rain.
Oh, being rained on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
rain.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. No idea on that one.
Yeah, that one's probably like that's an internal tradition.
Nah, it might be a Colombian. He's Colombian,
so?
right? So it's interesting
he
to
is
see.
Colombian.
Like, I don't know what they got going on in South America, man. It's so
true. Yeah, that's a part of like Latino culture that I don't know too much about.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I'd be interested in learning a lot more.
Do you have a lot of Colombian friends?
No, I think like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I have one that's cool, but she's like American. She's mad American.
Nah, this dude is pretty Colombian. Like we call him Colombia.
That's crazy. That's his contact is in your phone.
I was gonna say
Colombia.
real quick, like it's interesting how we just give everybody nicknames based on like a defining characteristic of them, and sometimes it can be problematic. Like we saw that with who was it, Cavani? Did you see that?
Oh, he got suspended.
He
3
like
games.
posted something to his friend from like his like life from Uruguay, and they call him like Morenito, I think.
Uruguayos.
Say what?
Uruguayos.
The heck is that?
So that's how they pronounce things, right?
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, he called him like Morenito or whatever, and apparently that's what like supposedly that's like his nickname.
It's very whatever, but
but
Uruguay is a pretty like problematic.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna speak on their culture. I have no idea, but I'm saying like even in Mexico, like we for sure, huh?
They're racist.
Oh, okay. I don't know any Uruguayans. I can neither confirm nor deny that. But
yeah, this is what I heard.
Okay, but you definitely had like growing up like kids that would be like el morenito.
El morenito, yeah.
Yeah, like, and that's just what they call them, or el güero, right? Like people call people güero when they're light skinned or whatever.
More to come on the colorism.
Orejón.
On the colorism podcast later.
Yeah, but anyways, you can go back to that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go through some more because he had a lot, man. Let's see here.
Yeah, shout out.
If it is, this one's. Let me pay attention to this one. If it is love you are seeking. You should tie.
That's exactly how he talked, by the way.
You should tie a statue of Saint Anthony with a cord and hang it upside down.
So that one's definitely like in Mexican culture as
really?
well. Yeah, San Antonio, I guess. But yeah, I remember for sure. Like,
saints.
I've definitely heard that one. You just like lo empinas the cabeza. You flip them upside down. You just set them up upside down, and you'll get a boo thing pretty soon.
You think so?
So yeah, you might want to cop.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just talking.
I don't know, Rudy. Maybe we might.
What if I like hold it like sideways?
That might be a temporary boo situation. I got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll add it to the list.
Let's see here. All right, this next one, along the same lines. Don't plant hydrangeas. I don't even know what those look like in a household with unmarried women, or else they won't find husbands. Yeah, I'm finna just plant hydrangeas in all like my ex-boos.
You go sabotage?
Yeah, bro. Fuck, I'm gonna give the love life a hole.
Oh no.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't even know what a hydrangea is. No comment. That's interesting.
I've heard this one. If your ears get hot, it means someone is talking about you.
Yeah.
I've heard that one for sure.
I think that was kind of like an American one as well, too. No? Like, I think that's one that permeated. I think I've just heard that. Like,
maybe. That would make sense.
Or maybe I'm...
That's like, those are easy to translate, though, right? Like, those are just, like, things that, like, you can easily pick up and, like, give to other.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Oh, real quick. Have you heard like, when you sneeze, you're getting cheated on?
No, what?
Yeah, that's why sometimes when you sneeze, instead of saying salud, they say Sancho. You never heard this?
No, never.
Yeah.
Is this like a Latino culture? Like,
yeah, I suppose so. I think our correspondent Honduran is nodding her head yes.
She's also heard this?
Yeah. So, yeah, when you sneeze, what you might want to call boo thing next time you sneeze.
Dang, bro. Finna catch
her in the act.
Call FaceTime.
Make sure you FaceTime.
FaceTime, bro. Shout out to FaceTime. Let's see here. This one I've heard before as well. If you see a black moth or butterfly, it's a superstition and someone close to you will die.
Oh, no.
I feel like black animals are a symbol of like death and
like cats. So whenever I see a black cat cross my path,
yeah,
I gotta give me a quick little cross real quick because I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, and then he has a bunch more. I'm not gonna go through all of them because there's too many.
Yeah, the one that I did want to, I thought was interesting was they have like this sculpture. Apparently, he said something about Leocop. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like a statue, I think, in Colombia. And if you're like having money issues, you go and whisper in its ear and ask it for some dinero, and he hooks you up.
And he brings it.
You know, he who asks.
Shout out.
So I thought it was interesting. Apparently, it's an actual dude that like came from Germany and like set up this like brewery or whatever. He like brought beer. I don't know.
A colonizer? I don't want to ask them for anything.
My Colombian friends might be able to expound, but yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, you just go.
That
and,
is cool.
Whisper sweet nothing into this statue's ear, and you get that bling bling.
That's cool.
So
I can't find it. Yeah, I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move on, man.
So another one that I got that was don't whistle at night. It attracts witches.
Ooh,
that one's cool.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah,
never heard it. But I've heard a lot about witches, but not that one.
So that's kind of why I wanted to bring that up right now because I want to talk about witchcraft and brujeria. That's kind of where
I'm checking out. Can I leave?
For sure.
You can do this. Right?
Hear it.
You got this, right?
You'll hear it at night.
Oh man,
they'll come whispered in your ear.
I'm scared. All right, go ahead.
Te voy a declarar.
No, don't do that.
I got you. But that's kind of where the conversation went with my dad once I started to like talk to him about these things, right? Because I wanted to ask him, like, someone that I thought was they're more likely to have heard these stories and like go through these things because I feel like I didn't really.
And I feel like cleansed, I feel like this is where you're like being from a small town rancho type place. You always hear stories from
for sure,
rancho,
for sure, and they were all very personal. Like he started like kind of like we opened the door and then he's just like we cracked open the door and then he threw it open.
Yeah.
So, do you believe in like brujeria?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. For sure. I don't like that's something I definitely don't like speaking on, and I didn't want to bring my parents. I remember like hearing stories from it, and I think if I would ask my dad, he'd have a whole bunch of stories as well from El Rancho. But yeah, no, I do believe in some extent.
Yeah,
to some extent. Sorry,
witchcraft, right? Because I said brujeria, which is witchcraft.
Yeah,
in
like
English.
similar to the whistling one. I think for us it was like one that I've heard. Sorry, is that on Fridays? Like if you just say the word witch, I don't know why Fridays, but maybe because of Friday the 13th type thing. I don't know. But if you just say the word witch, like a witch will come visit you. Like, you know how you said whistle? Like,
yeah.
No, like if you just say the word witch.
Yeah, I mean, whistling at night kind of seems ominous, right? It seems kind of dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit. So my dad started telling me about how we had some family members. I had an aunt that passed away before I was born. And he was like, yeah, man, someone had la declararon, which means like someone had declared or done witchcraft upon like my aunt. And I was like, how do you even like come to this conclusion? Like,
I've never even heard that term.
La declararon? He kept saying that, which like I was very like confused. Like, what does that mean? He was like, someone declares bad intention or like they wish in this circumstance. I guess death would have been right what they declared upon her. And I was like, how do you know this? He was like, well, there was a bruja that flew by. I was like, what?
On a broom?
Yeah, bro, exactly. That's that's like the traditional thing that I think of. He was like, no, era un pájaro negro. Like flew by the window.
Owls are witches.
And he said, oh really? I haven't heard that. But he said
lechuza.
That someone mentioned like they were doing a prayer, like a prayer for her, like at home, and they saw a black bird flew by, and like that's kind of where someone else said like, hey, like that's why she didn't make it in that circumstance. And so that kind of opened the door to ask him more about like that in the family. And the crazier story I thought that was more recent was he said that my cousin, someone had la declararon a ella. And I was like, how and why? And he was like, my cousin was a pretty girl in like high school, I think. And there was a boy that was like kind of pursuing her. And there was a girl that had a crush on that boy. And man, that girl,
jealous bitch.
Bro, right?
Trash.
Shout out to the haters.
Honestly.
But I was like, so like what happened? Like what was going on in that circumstance? And he said that she started to get very sick. Like she started getting headaches. She couldn't sleep. She was very zombie-like is the way he described her. He said that she was like Lele, which I hadn't heard of. I asked if you've ever heard of Lele. You said, have you heard of Lelo?
Lelo. My mom calls me Lelo all the time. Means I'm dumb.
Stupid.
Means I'm stupid.
Yeah. I wonder if it's along the same lines.
Yeah, I don't.
But apparently like she couldn't like really like talk or like she was drooling. Right? Like I said, in a zombie-like state. And then my uncle spent like a bunch of money like taking her to like real doctors, like trying to diagnose what was going on, kind of like help remedy the situation. Nothing. Like she was sick for months.
Would they at least tell her like what they thought she had, or was
I'm
it,
sure.
was it
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know if they actually, but I mean, like they went to like real doctors, right? And my uncle is a doctor as well in Mexico. Like so.
Or was it on some like, Señor, we don't know what's going on. It's
I think they were like, yeah, say like they were like prescribed, I'm sure, like medication and stuff, right?
That just wasn't working.
It was not working at all, right? And it was always just a very weird kind of sickness. And then they went to someone, I guess like a witch doctor, that was able to tell them like who it, like he's like, yeah, someone la declararon, like someone has
to do like a limpieza type thing.
They didn't even, I guess they did a limpieza. I really don't know what they did to remedy the situation, right? We were just kind of talking about the circumstance. And he said that, yeah, like the lady was able to tell her who it was and why. Like gave the name of this person, right? She had never met like this individual, which was like wild, right? Like that's when I was like, yo, this is crazy. And yeah, after that, like she was able to make her feel much better that quick. And then she also was able to say like, hey, like someone's also wishing bad upon you as well, upon my uncle, like her dad. And he drives a fruit truck, fruits and vegetables. And he like kind of distributes it around like the pueblo, and like he'll drive into the main city to get all of his fruit and then drive it around. And when you drive back into our pueblo, there is a saltito, which is like a waterfall. Like these huge waterfalls are beautiful. And when you drive over the overpass, there's like a railing, and it's not like super like well constructed, but he said that at some point there was blackbirds lined all up on the railing. And
I'm out. I'm getting goosebumps just listening to you,
They would fly like across like his truck, right? And the intent there was to, like cause an accident and have, you know, him crash and, you know, you fall off that, like that's like 50, 60 feet. That's it. So.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. So he started to like get into it, and he was like, you know, think without like, all this is real. Like he started to like be like.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I didn't want to dig, but I've for sure, like through growing up, you just like being a kid, eavesdropping. Yeah. I've heard a lot of similar stories like of, you know, family members going to get limpiezas because they had something done on them. I've never heard that term, declararon, but yeah, they had something done on them or whatever. There's like little things that you take home with you. I've heard like if you put something outside your house, it's supposed to, you know, ward that off or whatever. I think I've heard of like, I think you put like a limon and you put like these little clavos in a cross shape and you put that like by your bedside. And that's again supposed to like clean you off.
Ward off.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like fucking with none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got more stories, but
no, that was about it. Like
I'm pretty.
I don't want to go into like super details about like, you know, what he shared about the family, but that was kind of like the gist of it, right? And
can we go back to talking about the dog?
The dog shitting. No, this is more interesting.
You're right.
No, but yeah, that was kind of like the big thing, right? Like that I thought was also interesting before we move on was he was like, yeah, these people make themselves into birds. Like they like, and they genuinely like.
Yeah, no, I told you. I've heard owls, like lechuzas. You're supposed like people think lechuzas are witches. That's what I've heard. Like you're saying black bird. I've heard like owls. Like.
And I'm sure it's a type of bird.
Wait, am I tripping? Does lechuza mean owl? It does, right?
I don't know. I'm not the.
I've got confirmation.
Okay, good. Owl. Shout out to the interns.
Yeah, but yeah, like you just lechuza, and I've heard like you're supposed to like cuss at them to make them go away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, similar to like ghosts and spirits.
What if owls have feelings though? And they're like, why does everyone cuss me out?
That's funny. Or yeah, I've heard like if you like think you have like spirits in the house, like ghosts or whatever. Like if you just start cussing them out, like pinche fantasma puto, like, you know, like saying
I
all
feel like
that.
that would just make them mad.
You know, yeah. Well,
Someone starts cursing me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me not mess with
man,
this
I don't
dude.
know, man. I'm just relaying information. I've never done it. I'm a bitch. I
do not recommend.
I would.
This,
Yeah, I'm not challenging.
This defense mechanism.
Yeah, I would not challenge.
But yeah, man, no, that was pretty much most of them. Like, there's a bunch, and there's a bunch across the world. So if you have any interesting ones, any really interesting stories about any of these, let us know. You know, we'd love to hear, and we may do like a follow up on like part 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows in the future, depending if you know, people fucking with us. Hopefully so. But yeah, did you have any other ones?
Nah, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Let's end it on brujeria. So that's pretty much all we had related to that topic. I had a new little segment that I wanted to introduce today, though.
What do we got?
I wish I had. We need to get some sounds in here.
Soundboard coming soon.
Yes,
for
sir.
For the meantime,
it's loading. Yeah, there we go. It's Kevin. But yeah, so let me see if this will work.
Oh, what do we got? This is a surprise. I for the record, have no idea what's going on. Okay. All right. Where are we going with this? Boom, boom, boom.
I missed it.
All right. What, is this your like intro?
This is my intro
Your
to
segment intro song?
Quizzing with Kevin.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see how much you know about yourself and about our culture.
About myself?
I mean, like, kind of.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. These are just very general questions, and well, hopefully, if this goes well, we'll do more.
You know
more
how
specific.
I am with trivia and.
Bro, man, we gotta tell that story. I can't believe I fumbled the bag, man.
just go ahead.
We got every question
We don't got
right.
the time. We don't got the time.
Okay.
We don't got the time.
So right, you were born in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You are Mexican.
See.
And you are Guatemalan.
Yes.
So let's see what information.
Yo, if you asked me a question about Guatemala, I'm fake.
They're all about.
fuck.
Well, they're all about all of them. It's the same question regarding each country.
Go ahead.
Right, so we'll start off easy. I'm gonna give you the softball. When did the U.S. declare independence, and from who?
When did the U.S. declare independence?
Yeah, the United States. You gotta know.
1776.
Okay.
From England.
Yeah, sure. All right, we'll
The
take
UK,
it. Ding,
whatever.
ding. All right, Mexico. Same question.
Oh, hold on. El Bicentenario is like. I feel like it's.
Give me the date. Give me the date for U.S. By the way.
July 4th.
Okay, cool.
September 16th.
Okay, yeah, you're
1806. 1906.
no. Oh, no, way off. You were closer the first time.
18. Okay, 1807.
1810.
Fuck! I knew. See,
You
I
were
knew
close.
that. I
You were
knew
close.
because. Okay, I knew it was
from
around
who?
there. From who? Spain.
Cool. Ding.
Got
All right.
this.
Same question. Guatemala.
No idea, dude.
What was that?
That's my nervous laugh. You just put me on the spot.
All right, just give it your best shot.
All right, Guatemala. It has to be September because they're all in September.
Okay.
Right?
They I won't confirm or deny.
Okay.
But I'll be excited.
I'm just gonna say September because they're literally all in September. Let's say 1867.
Damn. From who?
France.
No, man. The OG colonizers in
England?
Latin America.
Spain?
Yeah.
Oh, Spain as well? I thought it was gonna be a trick question. That's why
I feel like it's either them or like Portuguese people, right? Like those are like the
Yeah, you're right. I thought it was gonna be a trick
those
question.
are the two main
I
colonizers.
was trying to
in our-
get in your head.
I got you.
was
So
trying to-
it's September 15th,
Oh.
1821.
Dude, I doubt my mom even knows that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for
I'm gonna
sure.
go home and quiz my mom.
I'm gonna teach you so much about Guatemala, bro, that I know nothing about.
It was good. What,
So that was okay. Next question, because we got 4 more to go through. How many states are in each country?
Ah, dude.
You
There's
got
like
this. You got this.
13 in Mexico? 14?
Oh, give me the U.S. first.
Oh, 50.
Okay.
You're 49. I'm just kidding. Mexico, isn't that like, it's in the teens, right?
No.
It's not?
No.
26?
No.
Fuck, I have no idea.
32.
Oh, I do never.
Yeah.
Why did I say 16?
Hopefully that's the right answer. I googled this like 5 minutes before the podcast.
Bro, first off, I'm terrible at geography. Like, I don't fucking know, dude.
I mean, you don't have to know where they are. You have to know how many there are.
That's geography.
Not really.
Whatever.
All right, Guatemala.
It's like this big. 8.
It's a trick question. They don't have
0,
states.
right? Okay.
They have departamentos.
I
Departments.
feel like I vaguely might have. Okay.
You might know that?
Yeah.
The Guatemalan name, you just felt it?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, okay.
That sounds familiar.
All right, next question. What's the population of each country?
Dude, I have.
You should know the first one. I gave you the answer last week.
I have no gauge on numbers whatsoever. 3
Give me a
million.
guess.
4 million.
For who?
US. Dude, those,
But you sound like an idiot right now. I want you to
that like scope of numbers. I have no scope. Like what? 12 million.
What in the U.S.?
I don't know what you want me to say here.
All right, 328 million in the United States. Can you give me a better guess for Mexico?
Based off of that, let's go with half of that. Let's go with like 150. Let's round it.
That's not bad. Okay, good logic there. 127, 127.6.
Okay.
And then what about Guatemala?
Oh, let's go like way less than that. So Mexico's 100. Let's say 60 million.
How many?
60 million?
60?
Yeah. Damn.
Lower.
50?
16.
60. Whoa,
Yeah,
man, I was giving them too much credit.
lower. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is small. Like you said, it's very, very small.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Man, that sucked.
And then, I'm going to skip this one because I don't really like that one. Oh, no, I like this one. What is each country's largest export?
You whack. The U.S. is movies. Hollywood.
Services.
Oh,
I'll
man.
give it to you.
Okay.
Because, like, that's how whack, right? What do we export?
Culture.
Services?
I don't know.
Nah, fuck that.
Mexico. What is our biggest? I feel this. Corn?
Mm-mm.
Damn. It's not corn?
Mm-mm.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
I don't trust these facts.
Crude petroleum.
Oh, you know what? We do got a lot
We
of that.
have a lot of resources
we
in
got
Mexico. Man,
head
Mexico
up
is like, man,
You're right.
we can do so much better.
You're right. You're
We
right.
should be a super rich country. Oh, we are.
Guatemala, coffee.
Yeah, what do you think Guatemala is?
Coffee.
It's close. That was number 2.
Nah.
You mentioned that you love this fruit earlier.
Banana.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, last one. What is each country's national flower?
We have a national flower?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
I know.
I didn't know this either.
Blue
Actually.
bonnets?
That's Texas, bro.
It's not a blue bonnet?
Nah, that's Texas is
I
blue
don't
bonnet.
fucking know. Daisies? I don't know. Hydrangeas?
What do you give your girlfriend for Valentine's Day?
Roses?
I hope so. Yeah.
She don't like roses.
Oh, really? What's her favorite flower?
Ah, shit.
Hey, that's not.
Next.
Let's not get too distracted. I got you.
Next.
So rose is the flower for the U.S.
Yeah.
You know what? Mexico. You want to take a guess? The dahlia. I don't even know what that flower is on the cool.
Isn't that like a painter? So is that or is that a poet?
All right, you're terrible at this. That's okay. That's what we're here for. I'm here to learn. And then what do you think Guatemala is?
Bro.
It's my favorite flower.
Your favorite flower?
You should know this.
Why the...
You give me flowers all the time. What are you talking about?
Never once given you a flower. This is
Okay.
false information.
All right.
Don't spread misinformation. We're going to block your Twitter account.
Fake news.
I don't even know flowers, dude. Daisies. You love daisies.
I do not love daisies.
Fuck.
Orchids.
Orchid. Okay.
That's a beautiful flower, though.
I don't know what an orchid looks like.
There's one on the shelf right
I know what an
to the
orchid
left
looks like now.
that Noah can see and that people can't hear about.
I now know what an orchid looks like.
There you go.
Man,
But that was
whatever.
it. Good job.
That's right.
You did
Why don't you
okay.
ask me like what the flag was or something? I would have got it.
Well, that's easy. Yeah, the flag's right behind us.
I just unplugged myself.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go ahead.
But, yeah, that was good. What'd you think about that?
I suck.
You did all right.
I don't know shit about
You're
shit.
learning.
Yeah.
We're all learning.
Man, you could have given me easier questions. Population. Dude,
Those were easy.
I literally.
So in the future,
no.
whenever we do this, the goal is to me and BB ask questions about related to the topic. This was just the first time I wanted to test the waters.
I liked it. That was fun.
Yeah,
that
bro.
was fun.
You learning. But yeah, I guess that kind of brings things to a close. Did you have any closing remarks? Any?
Nah, just thanks for rocking with us. Hopefully we didn't scare you too much. I got
For
scared.
sure.
I'm gonna go.
You got goosebumps earlier?
Yeah, I'm gonna go say
Did
a
that
couple
mean
of our
did the
fathers.
devil touch you?
I hope not. Just wrap it up. I'm trying to get out of here and go pray. Yeah,
¿Te presionaste?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. If you made it to the end of this episode, go ahead, and we do want to mention to like and subscribe and do all those things.
If you're on YouTube,
that people tell you to do, podcast, leave a review. If it's bad, don't leave it. Hit me up. I can edit it for you. I'll write it for you, and you can just post it. We got you, bro. Thank you guys so much, and y'all have a good rest of your week.